Man, Rooster, it's got to be 5 o'clock somewhere. Welcome back, everybody. So
it's that show.
I'm Bishop.
I'm Rooster.
And we have got several topics today.
We do.
Rooster brought this whole discussion up with this metaverse thing.
It's the future.
I've been trying to research it and understand it, but holy crap, is it complicated.
Plug me in, bro.
Holy man. What the fuck?
It's literally going to be like the new internet, basically, where, I mean, you've seen Ready Player One.
Right.
So that's basically the gist of it, if you guys have seen that movie, is it's going to be like an online physical environment that can either like mirror the real world or, make new locations or whatever. And it's going to be like a simulated reality that you live in and your character, your avatar lives in. And so like you could go to like the New York space. It'd be like a little matrix that you'd live in and walk around. And then you could go to the Ferrari dealership in the New York and pay money to drive a Ferrari, which is kind of like an NFT in this case. It's like something that you physically own, the digital property. And then you could drive that Ferrari around in the metaverse. And so it's going to be like a big like combination of like an online fucking matrix. So we're all going to be living in it.
So some of the things that are particularly scary for me in this is that, one, Facebook changed their whole name.
Isn't it just Meta now?
It's Meta.
Yeah.
And second, with some of the properties with that program, right? Like if you read about this and there's the ability to actually scan your face, right? When you create your avatar.
Yep.
So it models your face.
Yep. I already do that in 2K.
Yeah. And if anybody ever thought that they weren't profiling you, what do you think that is? Because
yeah, we just need to scan your fingerprints, make sure they're realistic to the in-game environment.
Now, I'm like, and there's real money involved in this stuff.
Oh yeah, that's what we're saying. With
there's like real
digital
money.
Property that actually exists tied to a blockchain. It's gonna be insane. I'm super excited, but in the beginning, it's gonna be very. It's not going to be super, like, realistic. You're going to be wearing a VR headset or whatever, and, like, yeah, it's going to be cool. But I want to plug in. We've had an episode talking about this. Literally, I think it's called Plug Me In or something like that. I want to just matrix myself in a fucking chair. I'll be out skydiving, fucking doing fighting rhinos.
Yeah,
Who knows?
Fighting rhinos. Jiminy Christmas. Yeah, this all ties into, with what Musk is trying to do with his project with the implants in the brain, so that we can
Neuralink,
we can jack into the digital world. And there's a very interesting. We'll have to have another whole episode about Mr. Rose, and Mr. Rose is one of the co-founders. In fact, Musk is. I believe his name is Rose. Don't quote me on that. But he is one of the premier writers for AI, right? And like I said, we'll have another whole episode about this, but Musk is deathly afraid of this man.
Exactly. Yeah.
He is deathly afraid of this man.
Yeah.
But this type of simulation in the metaverse seems to me like there must be technology we're not aware of that's coming up.
Yeah, that's in the works. Yeah.
That scares the absolute shit out of me.
Yeah. That's what every video I've seen of them talking about it is like talking about how these new technologies are allowing us to access different parts of the brain. And, we've already known about Elon Musk, registering what all these signals in our brain are, but now we're identifying like what emotional signals look like and what all kinds of these. So it's like the simulated reality is going to be insane, dude.
I don't know. It's Sims on crack.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Sims on crack.
Sign me up.
Sims on crack.
That's going to be like a huge difference, like between your generation and my generation. Is like your generation is going to say, "Fuck no, keep me away from that." Like I said, I'm fighting rhinos. Put me in, coach.
I don't know, man. It seems. Don't get me wrong, because let's look at it at a different perspective, right? So let's say you're somebody that has a disability, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you can't function at peak in normal society, but yet you want to feel like you're a part of something. This I can see actually being a huge beneficial tool.
Oh yeah.
Because even though it's still within that realm, you still have to have social skills.
Exactly.
Because the other players aren't just random program.
Bots
they're real people.
Exactly.
They're real people. Now I'm sure there's what is it called, NPC?
That's what I was gonna say, but I was like, I didn't want to shock you out of your element.
Non-player character.
Nice.
I'm sure that they do exist. I do play games.
He plays games.
I do play games. I do play games. I just don't know all the lingo. I'm not that cool. I'm sure they'll be in there, but they're program systems to keep things flowing.
Yeah.
Right? But the majority of the people that you'll interact with in the metaverse are real people.
Exactly. So
in that aspect, for somebody that can't be out in the real world, whether it's a physical or it was something they were born with, or an accident,
or just like
or psychological.
That's what I was gonna say.
They just can't do it, right?
What's that movie? About the baseball players, Bad News Bears.
Oh yeah.
But that guy who can't go outside and like.
So I mean, there are benefits to it. But I also there's for as much as there's good, there's always bad.
Yeah.
There's always people trying to figure out how to beat the game, beat the system.
Oh yeah.
Right?
And that's like a big thought in my mind is like, how like you have like keyboard warriors online, people who feel so comfortable like making fun of someone or ripping them apart or saying whatever because they're safe behind their keyboard. There's nothing. It's going to be the exact same where it's like in this virtual world, people are going to be straight up hooligans because there's no actual real, unless they somehow incorporate real repercussions into like committing a crime in the game or, anything like that. It's going to be like a free world.
That's another whole discussion. Yeah. That's another whole ball game.
For real.
Online police force.
Yeah, right.
Right? RoboCop for real.
Yeah, right.
RoboCop!
Right?
Oh my god!
You try to rob a bank like in the metaverse and you get fucking thrown in jail in the metaverse for like 5 years. You're like, this game fucking sucks now.
I don't even know what that would look like. I mean, but that brings up another whole point too, because maybe you do get thrown in the metaverse jail for 5 years, right? Well, maybe it's like 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Right? But because digital time doesn't exist, because it's
all fabricated. Yeah.
Yeah, to some degree, because there has to be, an actual program function and a time log. But that blows my mind right there. I'm like, life sentence? That's like 6 months.
Right? That'll be good. But even like going to jail in a game, I think it would be fun for me to like, or anyone to experience that and be like,
well, if they actually incorporated it, it wasn't just like a screen lock for a period of time.
Exactly.
Like
but if you were actually in a digital prison and you had to go out to the yard and you could like play games or get your fucking ass beat by some fucking people, or
don't drop the soap. Don't drop the soap, people. Don't drop the digital soap.
I just imagine the digital rape that would happen. Like, oh, fuck. You're like, how do I get out of here? Somebody guard! Guard!
You better hope they don't invent a full freaking VR suit.
One of those pressure suits where you actually feel like contact and shit. You gotta put one on your ass, folks. That's the only way to make prison realistic.
Oh my god. You're like, wow, I didn't know that function was in there.
Jesus Christ. Oh god. For real though. Oh my god.
Ding dong.
Ding dong. For real though. That'd be crazy. Oh my god, that'd be terrible. But there's so many capabilities for so many like cool things.
Okay, think about this for a second. Because that's the thing they've always been, complaining about in the crypto world, is that we have all these digital resources at hand because of all this infrastructure that's been built all over the world. What's it going to take to run this thing?
Yeah, for real though.
I mean, we're beyond terabytes at this point.
Yeah, But it's not even the data of the world or like of how things react. It's the data of people's minds.
I understand that.
That's going to take up so much space.
But the platform itself, what kind of ecosystem and infrastructure is this thing really built on?
Dude, Mark Zuckerberg's a fucking alien, bro. He will figure it out.
Well,
he will bring
judging
in
by
his
the
alien
haircut,
technology.
Judging by the haircut and the amount of sunscreen he puts on, I would have to agree.
Have you seen those videos where it's like Mark Zuckerberg pretending he's human, and it's like videos of him just being goofy as fuck and like acting weird, and like there's literally a video of him saying, "When I was human, I mean, I am human," and he corrects himself, and then it's like, mysterious music, like Mark Zuckerberg is an alien. Facebook's got so much power now and like so many resources in the world. Meta. Excuse me.
Correction.
They'll get it done. There'll be enough server space somewhere to do it, but
yeah, that brings up, the whole discussion of these supercomputers and quantums and everything else. And that's where I've been researching. I want to do a little more research. But we'll do a whole episode on that, is these quantum computers.
Yeah.
Because what's going on with that and where they actually are now is scary as shit.
Yeah.
I mean, scary. Scary. And there are only a couple things in this world that actually frighten me, and that shit is scary.
Yeah. For real. No, I'm so excited. I think it's going to be, it's probably going to ruin humanity. We're literally going to be
shut-ins. It's going to be like WALL-E.
That's exactly what I was about to say.
We're going to be WALL-E.
We're just going to be fat fucks sitting in a chair, taking off our goggles, drinking our soda, and then we're back in and we're an Olympic athlete fighting rhinos. Like, sign me up. I want in.
That just means more furry animals for me. Because everybody's going to be a shut-in.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be like, ah! There's a grizzly bear in that lawn. They haven't been out in 6 months. I don't need them seeing that.
Right.
Oh, man. We're running a little low. So we need to run over to the draft and get this
get a little refill.
We'll be right back, folks, and get ready for the next segment here.
Yeah, do it. We'll see you guys in a second. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to, that show.